Mind's up, mind's up. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me today. This is your girl, Takiyah Diamond, mindset, mastermind coach, life coach, personal development author, transformational speaker, leadership development, and all these wonderful things. I am a reflection of who you are, and you are a reflection of me, because why? We are one. So what do I want to talk to you about today? What I want to talk to you about today is why the things that you're setting out to manifest and you're intending to manifest just aren't happening. So you feel like you're writing down all of the affirmations, you're doing the visualizations, you're trying to stay focused, and you're trying to keep it positive, but it's still not showing up. So what is it that's causing these things to get in your way, so that whatever it is that you're choosing to manifest just is not coming through? So there's some things that I know just from my experience and what I've learned on my journey that used to get in my way. But now that I'm aware of them, I have a lot more control of the outcome. And I want to share these tips and tools with you to help you evolve past the limitations that are really built to keep you stuck and keep you inside this place to where your manifestations just are not coming to life. So let's start with number one. Number one reason why your manifestations or your intentions are taking forever and a day to come through or haven't manifested themselves forth yet, because they will manifest. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer than others. However, the reason why they haven't manifested yet. So number one is you are not being specific enough. You're not being specific enough. The way that the universe works is it always responds to specificity. I always tremble over that word. Specificity. When you are totally specific with what it is that you need, want to do, be, or have when it comes to your desires, the more specific you are, the faster your request will reveal itself. Why is this? Because when we do too much and we have all of these cross intentions going on, and I'm a pause myself there, because that's also one of the things that get in the way, and I don't want to jump ahead of what I want to share with you. But the more vague that your request is, the universe really can't totally tune in to what it is that you're trying to tune into. So specificity is like the number one key, and it's also the culprit as to why your dreams take so long to actually show up, or whatever it is that you're wishing to manifest, it takes so much longer to show up. I know it could get so frustrating. You get all excited about creating this vision board, you get all excited about attracting your soulmate, you get all excited about purchasing your luxury home or your brand new car and all of these wonderful things, but it's just not showing up. And so being more specific about what it is that your intention is will definitely help to catapult you forward. Okay, so let's just say the main thing that you have to do when you're setting an intention and you're calling something forth to you is you have to dive into what it is that you want to create. Okay, so you really got to dive into it. What do I mean by diving into it? You really have to get full of the feeling. You have to get full of the feeling. What does it feel like when you get inside this car? Who's inside the car with you? Who went with you to go purchase the car? You know, different things like that. So when you are specific, you want to talk about, you know, what color is the car? How big is your house? How many rooms does the house have? What color is the paint in the kitchen? You get what I'm saying? Things like this. Be specific, because the more specific you are, the quicker that it can actually show up for you. So dive into why you want to create this particular thing, or why you wish to manifest this house, What's going to change about your life by manifesting this thing, right? What's going to change if you obtained $10,000? What about your life is going to be different because now you're $10,000 wealthier, if that's what you're choosing to manifest? You understand? So you want to make sure that you take some time, write out each of your intentions, each of your goals, write them out completely, and write out how it will make your life different. And this will help you to step into the energy of where the manifestation already is. Number 2, you don't really believe you can have it. You don't really believe you can have it. This is where I was talking about when it comes to conflicting beliefs or cross intentions. If you don't really believe you can have it, then guess what? You won't. Your intention says, I want to make $10,000 a month. But your subconscious says, I don't know how I'm going to get $10,000 a month. I don't know where this money is going to come from or whatever. I just know I want $10,000 a month. Then it's like you're focusing and you're channeling these $10,000 that you want to show up, but you're not creating open doors for the money to show up and ways for the money to show up. Like, maybe there's a product or something that you're supposed to create, or maybe there's an event that you're supposed to go to that you're going to meet people who have affiliate programs that you could participate in that will make them money but also make you money by you assisting them. So you do have to step into the open doors that are available. You understand what I'm saying? In order for you to take advantage of what it is that you say that you want to manifest. But if you're not clear, and even if your intention is clear and you're so like laser focused, like this is what I want, I know this is what I want, this is the way that I want it to present itself to me and all of that, and you're clear in that aspect, but subconsciously you have this thing where you don't really believe that you can have it, then it won't be able to come forth. Okay, so you just want to make sure that that you keep your eyes on the prize, okay? Believe that you can have it, because you can. I want you to think about this, right? There's so many other successful people out here in the world, right? And what is it that they're doing? They believed in their dreams. We look at the superstars on stage. We look at all of these people who are living these fabulous lives. We look at all of these people on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous and all of that. And what makes them any different from you? The only thing that makes them any different from you is the way that they think. Their mindsets are completely different. They understand the process. You understand what I mean? And so now it's time for you to actually get in alignment with the process. And that's what I'm doing with you today, helping you understand the process, okay? So you gotta believe that you can have what you say you want. You can't just say, I want it, or say, I think I can have it, but then in the back of your mind, you got all of these reasons why it's not happening for you, all right? So, which leads me to number 3, which is, I don't deserve it. Woo! I don't deserve it. How many times I hear this so much when I do my one-on-one coaching with some of my clients. A lot of them feel like they don't deserve happiness, or that they don't deserve the ultimate wealth. They feel like they don't deserve it. But why do they feel like they don't deserve it? They feel like they don't deserve it because maybe they did something bad in their past. Maybe they were unfaithful to their mate, or maybe they just did something. Maybe they were involved in drinking or smoking or whatever the case may be, and they feel that they're not worthy of receiving the blessing because they haven't totally been 100% right on the path. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to know that grace actually gives you favor, right? So regardless to whatever it is that you've done wrong in the past, it has nothing to do with what you want to create right now. Literally, it has nothing to do with nothing. So you have to stop beating yourself down about what you don't deserve because of what you did before. What you did before was before. We live in the present moment, and this is the thing that keeps keeps a lot of people hostage and unable to live a fulfilled life because they're so focused on what used to be rather than what's going to be, what's coming to be, or seeing themselves already being what it is that they're choosing to be. You understand? So you definitely want to let that go. You do deserve it. Okay, you do deserve happiness. The whole purpose of you coming on this planet wasn't for you to just come alive and be birthed, get married, have children, buy a house, buy a car, work until you drop, retire, and then just die. Like, that's not what life is about. We each have a purpose on the planet, and there's something that each one of us have within us that we have been given to help us help someone else. And when we focus on the service and we focus on just doing what we need to do to help others evolve, we actually help our own evolution. You get it? So yes, you are deserving. And so it's like the fears actually control you until you confront them. Okay, so all of these fears of it's not going to happen because XYZ are really just beliefs in your mind that made you think that you can't have it for this particular reason. But it's only that fear alone is what's in your way. That fear alone is what's blocking your road for opening the path for you to be able to receive what it is that's already on its way to you. And sometimes the goal is like right there and it can't get to you because you're blocking it with other things. You understand what I mean? Your fears are blocking it. So what you do is you just confront these fears and be okay with the fact that, okay, I thought that I wasn't deserving, right? I thought that, because I did all these things in my past, that I didn't deserve, to prosper, that I didn't deserve to live a happier life, that I didn't deserve to be fulfilled with the promise. You understand what I mean? So you want to let go of that. You know what I mean? Let go of that limiting belief that you can't have it because it's something that you did before. All right. What you want to do is confront your fears. You're going to nurture your self-esteem. Okay. You're going to practice self-love. You're going to tell yourself how beautiful you are. You're going to tell yourself how creative you are. You're going to tell yourself how you come up with grand ideas that actually help propel you forward and help propel other people forward. But if you don't believe that you deserve it, nothing is going to change. It's just going to stay right on the fence of coming to you, but never getting to you because your path is not open for you to receive it. All right. So, number 4, you are lowering your vibration for BS. Do you find yourself gossiping about people? That's a low vibration. Okay, do you take care of your body? Are you eating the right things and putting the right nutrients and stuff into your body? If you're filling yourself with a bunch of junk food, sodas and liquor and just all of the things that are all wrong for your body, and you're not flushing your body out with, water and fruits and vegetables to kind of offset all of the garbage that you took in, then what are you doing? You are lowering your vibration, especially sugar. And I'm a sugar fanatic, to be honest with you. So I drink a lot of water, which is why I sweat a lot. I just love water. But, this isn't about me. This is really about, showing you that you have to, do things that are going to actually, feed your body, that are going to help you keep your vibration high. Stay out of other people's business. When people start calling you with gossip and stuff, just get to a point and be like, you know what, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't got time for that, because you really don't have time to lower your vibration. You set up all of these intentions. You set up all of these good things to begin happening in your life, and they are on their way to start happening. And then you get into a conversation that's a low vibration with people who are still lost. They don't want to change. If they wanted to change, but they call you every day with the same story, then they're okay with the chemical that's being fed to them by the drama. But you do not have to allow that drama into your life, allowing it to lower your frequency, jack up your vibration, and then you're not getting anywhere because you're too busy trying to make sure that everybody else is okay. If your house is a mess, clean it up. Clean it up. Make some time to clean it up. I have to do the same thing because I'm so busy, and sometimes I just like throw stuff all around. But I can tell you when my room is not clean and I come in it, I feel it. I feel like this icky, like cloudy thing, and then it's like it pushes me to clean it up because I don't like the way that it makes me feel, right? So yeah, clean up. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do to keep your vibe high, because if you keep your vibe too low, it's gonna wipe out all the things that you're trying to manifest, and that is what I'm trying to keep you away from. You got to remember, guys, that everything is energy, okay? So if your house is too cluttered with a whole bunch of stuff, that's still energy. It's just a dusty like type of energy. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you keep a positive space, keep a positive mind, and keep other negative people out of your head. At the end of the day, either they're going to shift or they're going to shake. And if they want to continue to shake, that is not your business. Let them do whatever it is that they need to do. Let them talk about whatever they need to talk about, but they just can't talk about it with you. You get what I'm saying? All right, cool. So number five, you're in your head and not your heart. You're in your head and not your heart. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that? All right. What I mean by that is that when you are so focused in your mind, it's like you're obsessed. Your obsession got you stressing. That's what I like to say. I wrote a song like that. Your obsession has me stressing. So your obsession can actually bring a lot of stress to you because you're so obsessed with the outcome. But because you're not even trying to be clear about what it is that you're calling to you, you're just consistently obsessed about it. Is it working yet? I'm looking for signs. Oh my God, did it happen? Did this happen yet? Oh, nothing's happening, nothing's changing. And all of that does is it puts a curveball right in the middle of that manifestation coming to life for you. Right in the middle of that intention trying to show up for you. It stops it, okay? So if you're obsessing, you know what I mean, and you're consistently looking for signs, you're consistently looking for reassurance that you're on the right track. If you're talking at your friends about your intentions, if you're losing the laser focus that you need to be fully grounded, present, and integrated in your current life, then you're just way too much in your head about stuff, okay? And you gotta get out of that place. So whether you're manifesting or just living your life, you need not be so heady. You can't be in your head all of the time, all right? So one thing you gotta know is to just try to remember the manifestation process. It also requires allowing. So the thing is that, yeah, you could set the intention, and if you don't allow it, and it's just like if you baking a cake, right? You put it in the oven. You keep watching it, and eventually you end up forgetting about it and it burns up. Why? Because you were babysitting it. But if you just kind of like set a time to check in on it, here and there, just to make sure to check the tenderness, but not every 10 minutes run into the oven. You got to allow the yeast to do whatever it has to do within the cake. You understand what I'm saying? So if that's the case, it's the same thing when you're manifesting your desires. You know what I mean? If you're too much in your head and you're just consistently looking for all of these different signs to prove to you that you're on the right track, that means that you're not allowing. It means that you're obsessing. Okay? And that's just the truth of that. All right, and number 6. Something greater is on the way. Sometimes we set intentions for certain things, right? And we want these things to come through for us, and we want them right here, right now, right away, right? But sometimes that which it is that we're wishing to manifest, may not be the greatest thing for us at that particular time, right? And so if it's not really good for us at that time, then, or maybe there's something else that's bigger that's going to come into place, so it doesn't show up the way that you want it to show up. And this is why we say, when you're practicing the art of manifestation, you have to let go of the how. You have to let go of, how is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? What's going to be the process of it happening? You understand what I'm saying? So you have to really be okay with the allowing of it, because if something greater is on the way, don't you want this something greater? Wouldn't you want the something greater rather than the mediocre thing that you put in your mind that you wanted? You know what I'm saying? So be okay with the fact that the universe might switch it up a little bit on you, and that's okay. And if it gets switched up on you a little bit, it's cool, because you know what? You're gonna want the greater rather than the lesser anyway. So sometimes it's really just worth the wait. And let's see, number 7, it's not the right time. And that's something similar to what I was saying with there being something greater on the way. When it's not the right time, we got to remember, guys, that everything always happens in divine timing, and you can't just force things to happen, okay? So when you think about it, yes, you know, we do the things that we need to do to enforce or co-create our reality, right? We do that, but we can't force the outcome to just be there right away. You know what I mean? Sometimes things take time in order for them to show up the proper way, right? So one thing that I utilize very, very often is timeline jumping, and this is something that I'm going to be teaching at the Minds Academy. There's a course that I'm putting together right now, actually, as we speak, which is going to be 7 keys to mastering your money mindset. And timeline jumping is one of the things that I've actually included in this course, because one thing we have to do is we have to practice cognitive dissonance. What is cognitive dissonance? And I might be going a little too deep for some of y'all, but it's okay. Look it up, okay? I want to take you with me. I'm not going to fall back, you know, because you might not be there yet. I want you to catch up to me and look it up so that you can grow with me, okay? So cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is totally disowning whatever is not working in your life, okay? It's consciously putting in your mind, being conscious of the fact that you're disowning whatever it is that you see, and you're choosing to create something different. You know, you're choosing to hold a different vision for your life. You're choosing to hold a different opportunity, a different view of what things should look like, you know, and the way that things are turning out. So when you're timeline jumping, this allows you to experience the desire like right on the spot. And basically, when you're timeline jumping, it basically allows you to, let's just say, for instance, you're wanting to buy a new car, right? So you want to buy a new car. So you're going to completely disown the fact that you do not own a car right now, right? What you're going to do is you're going to step into the what if I had this car. So you're going to step into, what if I had the $5,000 down payment to put on this car? What would that be like for me? If I had this $5,000, I walk into the dealership. I pick out the car that I want. I give them the $5,000. I go ahead and I sign the contract. So basically what you're doing is you're completely disconnecting from the fact of its non-existence, and you're stepping into the space in the energy field where it already does exist. And so what ends up happening is certain situations, places, and things begin to show up, so that, guess what? Somehow, some way, The money that you need in order for you to put a down payment on that car or even pay for that car totally in full will actually show itself to you. It will reveal itself to you so that you can take action and you can move forward. But if you stay so focused on the fact, I need a car, it means that you're telling your subconscious mind that you don't have it. The universe only has one answer, and that one answer is yes. So when you say, oh my God, I don't have no money, the universe says, yes, you're right. You don't have any money. And you know what it does? It does everything that it possibly can to make that true for you. Because that is the way that the mind works. Even if you say, oh, I'll never find the right person. I'll never find the right mate. There are no good women out here. There are no good men out here. All the good girls are taken. All the good men are taken, right? Guess what's going to happen? Every person that you meet is going to be taken, because that is the belief that you have, like, downloaded within your subconscious, and it's running all up in your DNA. And these are the stories and the karmic attachments that you're claiming ownership to. So in order for you to get past that, in order for you to override that, you have to utilize cognitive dissonance. This is what all the celebrities use in order to manifest their stardom. This is what they do. Law of attraction. This is what they do. This is what Oprah did. She saw herself on The Color Purple. This is what Ace Ventura did. He saw himself receiving a $1 million check. I believe it was probably more than $1 million, but he saw himself receiving $1 million check for acting services rendered. And at the time, he wasn't even actively acting like that. But it ended up coming into fruition because he cognitively disowned the fact that he didn't have the acting career that he wanted. The same thing happened with Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was told no so many times about his plays and his movies and all these different things. And what ended up happening? He totally disowned all of the no's that was given to him. And he focused on the one yes that was given to him by the Most High. And he stuck with that. And what ended up happening? He's a multi-millionaire now. You understand what I'm saying? And he's able to help people through his films, through his plays and everything. Why? Because he totally disowned what it looked like, and he stepped into the ownership of what he wanted it to look like, what he saw it as. So that's the way that cognitive dissonance works. And I'll be talking a lot more about that aspect with you guys as we go along in the further weeks. And of course, if you guys enroll in my money mindset course, then you're going to learn a whole lot more than what I'm giving you here, right? Because then you'll actually get to interact with me. You'll actually be in a group with other people who have the same mindset, who have the same vision, who want to propel forward, who want to go forward, and who want to do something, beautiful with their lives. And these are the type of people that you need to be surrounded by. So you want to step into the act of it because it already exists. Whatever it is you want to have, do, be, or desire, it already exists, okay? But you cannot see it, and it will not show up until you align with it. You must align with it. Guys, you got to remember that 99% of everything that you want to manifest has already been imprinted in the infinite energy field first, okay? It's all in the energy field first. The universe already got the message that that's what you want, okay? It's already there. Your job is to align with those desires and trust that they will be delivered to you at the perfect timing, okay? So that's it. 1 through 7. I hope that this live has helped you gain some insight, and I have shed some light on things that you can do or what's in the way and why your intentions aren't manifesting. And just to recap, number 1 is you not being specific enough with your intentions. Number 2, you don't really believe that you can have it. Number 3, you don't deserve it. You think that you don't deserve it. Number 4, you're actually lowering your vibration for people's BS. Stop listening to gossip. It's none of your business. If it don't have nothing to do with you, then just leave yourself out of it, okay? Taking care of your body making sure that you're eating right and all those other wonderful things. Number 5, you are in your head and you are not in your heart. Number 6, something greater is on the way. Number 7, it's just not the right time, but you can trust and believe you will surely have it soon enough. And I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. I hope that this has helped you, enlightened you, and broadened your spectrum. I hope that the information I shared with you today about cognitive dissonance really, really empowered you and helped you to understand how to speed up the manifestation process, okay? And that's it. That's it for now. In the meantime, between time, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the meantime, between time, make sure that you visit my website, www.TakiyahDiamond.com. Also, don't forget to purchase one of my beautiful books, personal development books that are helping people change their lives every single day. If you don't have at least one, that's not good. That's not cool. My number 1 recommendation is starting out with the book, Get Your Life Together. If you need, if you're in the tri-state area, like of New Jersey or what have you, and you want to meet with me, then we can meet somewhere and I can deliver the book to you as long as you're not like a long distances away. Like if you're in South Jersey and I'm in North Jersey, I'm not driving an hour and a half to come bring you a book. What you can do is I will still sign it for you. I will mail it to you and all that wonderful stuff. And the only thing I ask is that you take a picture with the book and, show people that you support it and you chose to actually do something different with your life. You chose to make a change. You chose to invest in yourself. Because when other people see you investing in yourself, sometimes your action sparks somebody else's reaction. And it may cause them to also want to invest in themselves. Now, I also have out the book, 7 Things You Need to Change Your Life, which was just released just a few weeks ago. So I'm really, really excited about that book, and just contact me. If you don't have it yet, you need to get that also in your library. You know what I mean? You need to get that in your deck, the personal development books that's keeping you on point and in action. All right? Okay, guys. Well, thank you again so much for tuning in. I love you. I love you. I love you. And have a blessed day. And I see you tomorrow.